Turtles in Minecraft are a really useful mob. You can even get a unique piece of armor from them, and in this video I explain everything there is to know about this aquatic green friend. Let's check it out! If you enjoy this type of content, which I post quite regularly, feel free to subscribe with notifications on so that you never miss an upload in the future. Now, where do you actually find turtles? Well, they spawn on the beach, however they do not spawn on the snowy beach or the stone shore, or just a biome that is on the side of the water. They have to be on the traditional beach biome, and they'll only generate there, but they'll generate rather commonly around the beach, and you can usually find a decent amount of them. Now, 1 in 10 turtles that spawn in as a baby turtle, but generally what you'll be finding is the standard adult turtles. Now, how do you actually breed turtles? Well, all you have to do is get yourself some shears, go down underwater and find some seagrass. This can be standard seagrass or tall seagrass, either one works, and simply left click on it with the shears to break it, and you can get yourself a rather large amount of seagrass quite quickly, and this seagrass item is the breeding food of the turtle. When you're holding seagrass in your hand, turtles will very slowly follow you. And turtles breed in Minecraft like no other mob, so there's 2 differences. The first one is that one of the turtles actually gets pregnant. The other difference is that once the turtle is pregnant, it'll lay eggs, and those eggs will hatch after a certain amount of time. Now, when turtles breed, you can see here that one of them, like this one right over here, gets a bit of a bump underneath its stomach there. That means the turtle is pregnant with some eggs. It'll basically go around trying to find its home beach. Now, what is a turtle's home beach? That would be wherever the turtle spawned at. In fact, it's pretty crazy. If you take a turtle and move it thousands of blocks away from its home beach, as long as that turtle is loaded in, it will navigate its way back to its home beach. Now, this pregnant turtle will basically go on sand, kind of shake its flippers like this, and find an area to lay the eggs at. This area will be very close to the area where it was born or where it was spawned in. You can kind of help it by pushing it around to find the block where it likes to put the most amount of sand up on, but it'll kind of go around itself here and try and find a block to lay the eggs on. Once it finds a place to lay the eggs, it'll kick up some sand. It'll lay 1 to 4 eggs in that one block. Much like placing down sea pickles or placing down candles, turtle eggs are placed in the same pattern, with basically up to 4 there, and you can see the mom turtle is right next to it. Now, these turtle eggs will hatch in a little bit of time, but first, here's something interesting as well about turtle breeding. It is unlike every other type of breeding in one more way, which is turtles can be bred infinitely. So once one of the turtles gets pregnant and lays its eggs, you can simply breed this turtle with another turtle again. You can see that one entered love mode again. And so if you have 2 turtles next to their home beach, you can breed them, have one lay the eggs, breed them, have one lay the eggs again and again, and farm yourself a very large amount of the turtle eggs in a very small amount of time, as there's absolutely no turtle breeding cooldown. You can see this turtle kicking up a lot of sand right here as it lays its eggs, and it is pretty humorous to see it kick all of that up as it tries laying the eggs with all those different sand particles. Now, once the turtle egg is laid, it will hatch in about 5 days. It can take longer or less time. But what is very good to know is that turtle eggs can actually be placed on basically any block, even in the air, just like that. However, they will only hatch if they're on sand or red sand. So when you're making an area where you want turtles to lay their eggs, they must be on sand or red sand, because the turtle eggs will not hatch anywhere else. To pick up turtle eggs, break them with a silk touch tool just like this and they'll drop. If you try breaking them without a silk touch tool, unfortunately they will just go into nothing. Also, turtle eggs are very delicate, and if you jump on them, they will crack and break just like that, so be very careful not to do that, as you do not want to damage any turtle eggs, as they're quite hard to get. When breaking a large amount of turtle eggs, they'll break 1 by 1 just like this, which is kind of an interesting mechanic. You have to break that 4 times to get all of these eggs. And you can move around these eggs as much as you want, then lay them down. Now, with this technique of breaking the eggs and bring them with you, you can now set these new turtles' home beach. You can place these anywhere you want, and that'll be the home beach of these baby turtles when they hatch. So it's really important to have a silk touch tool when using turtle eggs. You don't have to, but it's very useful. When laying down the turtle egg, you'll notice here, it just has no particles. But if we break these ones right here, then place this one down in the sand, we do get some green particles. This is to show us this turtle egg will hatch when it's on the sand here. Also be aware, basically every undead mob tries to destroy turtle eggs by jumping on them for whatever reason, so if you have a hostile mob around, it'll actually pathfind towards the turtle egg, jump on it, have it break, and then go away and try and find another turtle egg to destroy as well. And so it's very important to protect the turtle eggs from those dangerous predators. Now, once you've placed down some turtle eggs and you want them to hatch, it can be really important to not sleep at night. The reason why is that when turtle eggs go from one stage of hatching to the next, that is most common at night in Minecraft. In fact, 95% of nights, when you have turtle eggs go through the night, they will gain one stage of hatching, whereas in the day, it's actually not that common. So it's really good to not sleep if you want to have a very large amount of turtle eggs hatch into baby turtles. Once your turtle eggs hatch, you'll get these adorable baby turtles. In fact, baby turtles are literally the smallest mob in the entire game. You can just see how incredibly tiny and cute they are. But be aware, every single undead mob, as well as stray cats, ocelots, foxes, and wolves are hostile towards the baby turtles. There's a lot of danger for these little guys as they try and grow up into adult turtles, so it's really good to have a lot of fences around them and just other areas to protect them so that they will not die when they're babies. Also, the baby turtle does not drop anything when killed, although it does have a very large amount of HP comparative to how large it is. When killing the adult turtle, if you do that, which I would not suggest as they're just a nice mob, not very nice to kill a turtle, but if you do kill them, they will drop some seagrass, which I guess could be useful to breed other turtles with, although that's kind of a bit odd to breed them with the seagrass from dead turtles. You can make baby turtles grow faster by right-clicking on a baby turtle with seagrass, sort of like that with most mobs. The breeding food also makes the baby mob grow up faster, just like this. And baby turtles will also follow you if you're holding seagrass, just as adult turtles do, and it's incredibly cute to see this teeny little turtle follow you if you're holding your seagrass. If you right click on it a whole bunch with seagrass and get it to grow up very, very quickly, eventually you'll get yourself an adult turtle, although usually it'll just take the in-game time of about 20 minutes. And when they grow up, they drop a Scute. And this single one Scute item of a baby turtle going from a baby to an adult is the entire purpose of farming turtles. Why? Well, because the Scute in fact has an amazing item that you can craft out of it, and I'm going to show you that right now. Now the Scute is sort of like the little baby shell of a baby turtle. 5 of these gives you a turtle shell helmet. There's nothing else to do with the Scutes, but they're kind of an interesting little item. Now when wearing the turtle shell helmet, it gives you 2 different uses. The first one is you can actually see better in water with it on. So if we put that on just like this, and we go underwater, our adaptation to seeing underwater will be quicker, and we'll also be able to see more with it. Also, with it on, we basically have 10 seconds of water breathing additionally to our normal bubbles. So after 10 seconds we've been underwater here, now our bubbles start going down. Before that, they weren't there. If we just go above the water for a split second there, go back underwater, we have another 10 seconds. So this item is very, very useful if you want to be underwater a whole bunch. Let's say you want to build a base in a coral reef or underwater, just something really cool and water focused. The turtle shell helmet would be very useful for that. It actually blends into my texture very well there. You can see on the actual texture there's sort of these straps on the side. It's kind of a green helmet just like that. And overall a really nice item to have. Comparing them to a netherite helmet, the turtle shell gives us +2 armor, and of course that water breathing effect and the seeing underwater effect. The netherite helmet gives us +3 armor, as well as some other benefits there, but overall it's certainly a pretty good piece of armor. What makes it very nice is that the enchantments on the turtle shell helmet can be the same as the enchantments on a standard helmet, so you can get your protection on there, your respiration 3, all those different enchantments. In fact, a respiration 3 turtle shell helmet is probably the most overpowered water breathing type helmet in the entire game, as you can have the turtle shell benefits plus the respiration 3 benefits all in one item. Although I would certainly suggest having a turtle shell helmet on top of your standard helmet, as in most cases you would just want to have a normal helmet, but for any underwater application, turtle shell helmets are certainly a very useful item. And again, in terms of enchanting, I would suggest your standard protection 4, respiration 3, mending and unbreaking enchantments on there, as well as anything else you'd like to have, or maybe an alternate type of protection. As well as wearing it, you can surprisingly use the turtle shell helmet to brew yourself a potion. That's right, you can brew a potion with an armor item. You can see that netherwort just went into these potions here, making it an awkward potion, then put in your turtle shell, and that'll brew it into a very powerful potion. It would give you slowness 4 and resistance 3 for 20 seconds. However, if you get a piece of glowstone and brew that into this, it'll make it even more overpowered, although of course that'll also reduce the time. Now drinking this potion will give you that slowness 4 and the resistance 3 effects, which are incredibly overpowered. You can see here I'm going very, very slowly just like this. I can still jump quickly, but my actual walking speed is quite slow. My FOV also kind of went in a bit, and the resistance 3 is incredibly good too if you're fighting a bunch of mobs. Now with the more powerful slowness 6 effect, as well as the resistance 4 effect, with this you're almost immune to any mob attacks. In fact, let's try that right now. We have a very noisy pit of zombies here, and we're going to drink a potion of the Turtle Master, which is of the slowness 6 and resistance 4 variety. We'll do that right now, and then we'll jump into this pit of zombies right here. And what's actually crazy, as well as barely being able to move, Going into here, these zombies can very barely hit me. You can see here there's all these different zombies here, and I'm barely getting hurt at all. I mean, I'm getting hurt, of course. This is with absolutely no armor on. So overall, the Turtle Master Potion is great for, let's say, some different PvP and player versus enemy uses. It can also be a really fun item for making PvP fights interesting. Like, let's say you could splash yourself with this if someone's trying to attack you with some high damage things like end crystals. That resistance 4 is going to basically make you completely safe from that, although you can barely move. Also, something you may not have known is that if a turtle is killed by lightning, it'll drop a bull, which I guess is supposed to be its roasted shell or something, but overall quite an interesting feature. To effectively get turtle scutes, you need a scute farm, and here's one right here that I've set up, and I'm going to show you how to build it right now. You can see this design here basically has a place where the turtles are going to go. They'll lay their eggs here, and I'll show you the rest of this in a second here. The first thing you're going to want to do, if you have Silk Touch, is to find 2 turtles, breed them up a whole bunch, get the eggs from them, and just collect maybe as many eggs as you can. Doesn't have to be too many, you can just start with 2 eggs, but ideally as many eggs as you can get your hands on. With the Silk Touch pickaxe, just mine a whole bunch, maybe a stack of eggs, doesn't really matter. But if you do not have Silk Touch, then simply find where some turtles spawned in naturally. You like maybe, let's say, these 2 turtles here. And once you've found those 2 turtles, then build the farm right where they were. But it is a bit risky. I would personally suggest not building this farm till you have a Silk Touch pickaxe. Now that we have our turtle eggs, to build this farm, you want to have 27 fences or walls. You want to have a barrel, some temporary blocks, about 25, 3 stairs of any type, 64 planks or blocks of any type. You want to have 3 carpets of any color, you want to have 19 slabs of any type, 2 torches, and 5 hoppers. So it's quite a simple and easy farm to build. Now we're going to start by placing down 5 blocks here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then we're going to go 5 across, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 like that. Then 5 like this, just over there. We're going to go on the back here with a next row of blocks like that. So we have 5 blocks of space in here. So technically this is 6 blocks of fence here. Going like this, so we have this 5 blocks of sand here. Then take your blocks, go right over here, and build up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2 down like that. Then across here, all the way over here. And we're going to go 5 out here as well. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And make that go like that. Now what's important to remember is in this space here with your water, you want to make sure this is 2 blocks deep here, and this is 3 blocks deep here. That's really important for the farm. Now we place this down, we can get these fences and make them go over here, all the way like there. On the other side, just like this. These can also be walls if you want. Then we'll grab our barrel and place this barrel just down here, just like that. And also grab ourselves our hoppers. Go over here, right click them into here, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, just so we have hoppers all the way over there. And what you can do if you want is you can kind of section off an area just like this around where that barrel is, just to make yourself a nice little easy place to get down to that barrel to grab the items you're going to get. Once you've done that, you can fill this up with temporary blocks just in here, all the way like that, then break the temporary blocks to have this be air. And put in your 3 stairs just like this. So you have this nice little area here, well, not upside down like that. You have this nice little staircase here to get down to that barrel. Alright, now you want to get your slabs and go over here and place them just across here like this. And just over here. So we have this nice little bit of slabs there. This will stop drowns from getting into our farms, at least adult drowns. Although you technically could have baby drowns get in here, the chance is very small. Now we have these slabs across here. We can put down some carpets on the edge just like this to get in and out easily. Now grab your dirt and place down 2 dirts across here like this, so you kind of have these dirts down here. So it's almost like we have hoppers, then 1 out dirt, and then we're going to go 1 out dirt again just like this to have dirt, all the way like that. So we have this dirt filled in like this. Now just break all this dirt as it's just a temporary block. And believe it or not, the farm is almost done. Now with these slabs, simply put them across the top of the hoppers like this, then grab more slabs and put them up here, so we have them just across here from those blocks. What we've done here is we've now made a baby turtle gate. Basically the baby turtles have to go down here, they got stuck, and then when they grow up, their items will go into the hopper here. But we also have up here a adult turtle gate, so once the babies become adults or are current adults in here, they can go over here like that. Also, now that you're down here, you want to simply just place some blocks down here like this, so you don't have any baby turtles going away. And you can also place blocks across here like this, so we have this nice little bump just like that, and that'll give us this nice flow of water into here, with no turtles being able to escape until they're adults. And finish up by placing 1 torch here, and you can put 1 torch over here if you want as well. And these torches are really not that useful. What they are for is if there's a very, very small chance of a zombie spawning in here, that will prevent it. And because of 1.18 spawn mechanics, you literally only need 1 torch right here to make sure everything here is at least light level 1. Now to actually get this farm to be operational, take your turtle eggs and plant them down here wherever you really want to, just like this. Just plant them all down here like this. It's actually wise to have your turtle eggs all be in groups of 4. The reason why is that they basically don't age individually, so let's say the random tick decides to have this grow by 1 growth stage, all 4 of those will grow at once instead of just 1, whereas if we have them all 1 at a time, they'll actually grow a lot slower, as there'll be less of a chance of all 4 growing at once. So it's 4 times as efficient to have them in 4 egg groups just like that, and of course the ones up here won't actually grow. You want to make sure that they're down there on the sound. It's now the exact time that turtle eggs like to hatch at night, and you can see where all those turtle eggs hatched. They're now going all the way over here, and they're basically just getting stuck in the water. And they'll just be stuck in there very safely, very peacefully until they grow up. Once they've grown up, then they can go out of the turtle gate here. And this is a very zero cruelty turtle farm, as what you can do is you can simply have them go out there safely. Now you could kill the turtles if you wanted, if you have too many, but you don't have to in this design, as they will not be killed in any sense from just being here, swimming around easily, and then once they've grown up, they'll go out there quite quickly. And again, to have this go efficiently, I would very much suggest AFKing here daytime and nighttime to make sure that you have all these turtles grow up, because if you sleep at night, these turtle eggs will hatch incredibly slowly. And that is basically your turtle scute farm. When the babies grow up there, the scutes will drop, go into the hopper all the time, and they can be picked up very easily here in our barrel. I sure hope you enjoyed Minecraft's smallest and cutest mob. I'll see you in the next video.